start off this episode with another over 30 enchantment, and let's see what we get. Almost what I wanted. But in the previous episode I said I was going to try and fix the cow farm, but I just removed that fence that was blocking me from falling in, and it all seems to work fine. I think that's because when I had the fence here, all the cows never gave enough space for the baby cow to slide under them and just like continuously push them back. But that seems to be fixed now. But one problem I think it has, it's when the cows grow up, they grow up into a block and start suffocating and die. But I'm not sure. If that's the case, I would have seen a few more items in here, but I can't remember what they were before I bred the cows the previous time and got all the cows there. But one thing I did do between the episodes was making a path over to the nether fortress that we find in the previous episode and died in. Or not in it, but on my way there. Just take it so it's just following the path here. So then I'd like to just explore it a little bit now with you guys and hopefully find nether wart and a few blaze rods. I've already been in here a little bit, and this is kind of the only side it goes anywhere to. But this would be a pretty good spot to make a blaze farm. So I'll probably kill off a few blazes and check back with you guys. So I can't do much more than that since my sword is almost completely worn down. But I have enough to make what is it called, brewing stand, to make my first few potions, and then I could probably make a new sword and a fire resistant potion to just like that will make killing blazes a whole lot easier. But I'll try to find some nether wart and then get back to you. So I found what I was looking for, and I'll just get all of this and head back home. I'll just take this soul sense since it's easy, and I will probably make another wood farm at my base. But now I'll just have to figure out where I get in from and then headed back home, and I'll probably see you then. So back home again, and now I think I'm going to finish off the cow and pig farm room. At least like the building. I'll probably won't implement the pigs yet, but yeah, I'll finish off building the room and I'll get back with you again. So I also changed the way that the cows are supposed to get killed by adding just the lava there, so when they grow up they grow into the lava and in theory get killed and the drops will end up there, but it's still very glitchy with the way that mobs act with solid blocks. They kind of stick out there and it just doesn't work when the mobs constantly glitch out. But I wanted to start with making a few other farms, like just like the crops and everything. Just like farms continue expanding and make even more farms. And I wanted to start with those that you can make completely automatic, like cactus, sugarcane, melon, and pumpkin. But for that I will need quite a lot of hoppers, and you've seen my iron supply, and it's really starting to get low, and I'll need like a lot of hoppers, and I only have like this much, and that really is nothing. So I was checking out Iron Golem farm designs, and this guy Tango, he's just made like a super efficient, and that is the one I'm planning on building. But it's very expensive, so I'll need to do like a ton of resource gathering, and that is kind of what I'll do. So it will probably be a while until I have everything that I need. But when I do, I'll have iron for days. So yeah, that's what I'm going to stop with now. So I'll be back when I have all of my resources.
I think I'm in need of a quiet walk home. And as we step forward, we would rather be alone. So make some noise while you've got time. Take this poison for your mind. Who knows, you could be gone by this time tomorrow. And I don't know where we're going, but I take pride in not knowing. And you say I will be the one to let this go.
So I'm back here again, and I've just finished the iron trench. And it seems, judging by these lines from the mod that Cabo PC made, I've messed up a few of these villages, since it's like two lines of each color here, and to here. This is how it's supposed to look all the way here, and this is the messed up part. But I'm very sorry for how long it took, but it has just been time. Like, I mean, I've been building for like an hour, and then I ran out of resources, and I had to go mining, and it was not fun, and I had to clear out the spawn chunks here a little bit, and just stuff like that, and it's just, it has just taken a long time for me. But from now on we have infinite iron, and the rates are great. It's almost too fast for it to handle, for the lava killing mechanism to handle everything. But I am not going to go into any detail about this build. I'll link Tango's video in the description, and so you can go check that out. He did a very great video and a very great tutorial, easy to understand. I think that mess up was just me being tired in the middle of the night or something. But yeah, this is my spawn chunks that I've built this in so that it will constantly be working unless I go into another dimension. But as you can see, I've marked out all the 12 by 12 chunks, I think it is, around all of my spawn chunks. So the way I want to make it, as I talked about a while back in this video, I wanted to make those automatic farms, which needed a lot of iron, and that's why I made this iron golem farm. But yeah, I changed my mind a little bit about that, and I still want to have a few small farms with everything in the base, but those that you can make completely automatic, like sugarcane, what's more, pumpkins and melon. I want to build like huge farms in the spawn chunks, so I can, when I need a mass amount of something, I'll just come here and grab whatever I need. And I want to build a room here in the spawn chunks where I have a portal linked up to the nether hub that I will be building in the nether in the future. And inside of there I want all of the items transported. So probably the most appropriate is just dig out a big hole in the mountain and go from there. And this is where I have my portal. It it was just to easy transport things between home and my sword just broke. But this was to not have to walk long distances just to get home. So I have two portals in here, so I can easily go back and forth. But yeah, one other thing I did was I just did that underneath there so that you can't see the stone bricks and stuff. But I changed up this room a little bit. I moved the chest that was here just because I couldn't place an item frame on it. So I have it on top, and I also started sorting out the stuff a little bit here. And hopefully this will be enough storage, or otherwise I will have to use one of the top circles or the bottom ones to build extra storage in. But I think that could be a pretty cool idea either way. But I'll take a few new diamonds to make my diamond sword. So I'm pretty sure that everything that I need to cover that I've done. I wonder what I'm smelting. Oh, nothing. But yeah, I'll make this sword and enchant it with levels I got, and then I'll start clearing out a room to build that area for my supply room in the spawn chunks. Jeez, I can't talk. I really suck at doing two things at the same time. But yeah, that's a decent sword. But I wonder where I put all of my food. I'll take some carrots just in case. So yeah, I'll start clearing out a room in the spawn chunks and I'll get back with you then. So this is probably the size I will be going with. And yeah, I should start decorating it a little bit and I'll get back with you then. Oh jeez, this is fast. Well, the only bad thing is when I enter the nether it will have to do the rebuilding thing. So I'll try as long as I remember to not get through the nether. But yeah, I'll be back when I have the stuff to build. So the room is now finished and I think it looks pretty good. And I also added in the transporting system from the golem farm into this chest, and as you can see it's filling up right now. And I'll show you guys how I did it. And yeah, it looks really messy, but it doesn't really matter since I'm not going to be out here that much. But it all starts from, here's the input into this item elevator, and the way this works, it has a setting where you can have it in a way that it is only running if there's an item in this dropper. So that will power this comparator and send out a signal to this block, and when I want that setting on I will have a redstone torch on this block. I think I've got a better idea of how I could do that, so I don't have to remove the torch every time. But I don't know why I never thought of this earlier, but I think this should work. Yeah, that seems to be fine. So this is the mode where the dropper, when it's only running when there's an item in this dropper, and now it's not. So when this is turned on, it activates a clock here, which then powers every hopper with a pulse, and since they are facing into each other in an opposite direction, they will constantly be putting in to another hopper and then into this hopper line, which brings them all the way over here to this system where you have a few chests, which then ends up in here. So yeah, I'll have a few more of these, and I'll probably need to put some on this side too. But later on I will add item frame here to display what type of item is in this chest. But I think this is it for this episode, and I'll see you guys next episode.